Can make a power some savage and beat the babbling. Got him shook off the verbal acumen. I'm the main event, meaning nobody coming after him. The topics we be tackling, ankle locking and tapping them. I hate seafood, but I might throw the Boston crab on him. You know sometimes it gets heated. You know sometimes it gets heated.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome back into Heated Shenanigans Podcast. Monday Night Raw live stream. Here soon once the prior show gets over with. Thank you guys for joining us as always. We'll be talking a little bit of Money in the Bank tonight, I'm sure. A lot of controversy with that. There's some very upset people in regards to one Damian Priest and that little kerfluffle between Seth Rollins and Damian Priest. I would presume Priest is going to open the show. Or Rollins might be a good bet to open up. Whoop. What's going on, Craig? Always a pleasure to have you in the chat, sir. Hopefully you're doing well. Thank you for being in here with us. I don't know, guys, in the comments, let us know, what'd you guys think of Money in the Bank? Which Money in the Bank match was your favorite? Did you enjoy Money in the Bank? For me and my taste, I really enjoyed the men's Money in the Bank. I thought it had a lot of great moments. The women's Money in the Bank match was super solid as well. A couple of rough spots throughout the show, but overall, thought it was super enjoyable. Also, reminder, guys, for those popping in here, please hit that like button. Sharing is caring. Share this stream. Let's get a lot of people in here. And if you have not already subscribed, please take a second. Hit that subscribe button. Great free way to help out the channel. Dan, nothing to get upset about with the men's Money in the Bank. There's a lot of people that were upset with that. They did not like the fact that that was essentially used to further the storyline between CM Punk and Drew McIntyre. A lot of people felt like that wasn't needed, that Jay would have been a much better choice. I was hoping the long shot of wanting Carmella Hayes to win. Didn't have a lot of faith that was going to happen, but I would have liked to have seen it. Something else to take away from Money in the Bank before we get started here on Monday Night Raw is Chelsea Green getting rave reviews, a lot of positive feedback from the back after the performance that she had in Money in the Bank. She was a favorite to win Money in the Bank. Unfortunately, she did not. They went with Tiffany Stratton, which I don't think you could have gone wrong either way. Dan, right man won the Money in the Bank, and he failed cash was right call as well. Craig, the women's Money in the Bank was good with Tiffy Time winning. I share the sentiment with one of my friends that Tiffany needs to sit on this for a little bit. No need to cash it in, because now, like with the men's being so hastily cashed in, that magic, that anticipation of Money in the Bank, we're just down to one briefcase holder. It will be interesting to see when Tiffany decides it is time to cash in the women's Money in the Bank and who she cashes it in on. Josh, better Cena Raw match, Cena versus HBK London 07 or Cena Punk 2013? Ooh, that is a good question. I'm going to go Cena HBK London 07. That was the 45-minute match, I believe, on Raw, if I'm not mistaken. I believe that was the one that we're talking about. We'll get that nice little start here. Excellent question, Josh, though. But Punk Cena, man, that was so good. And that's another thing. John Cena recently dropped that bombshell at Money in the Bank that he's going to be retiring in the not too distant future. One thing I want to clear up is that John Cena did not say he's retiring at WrestleMania. He said this would be his last WrestleMania 2025. He's going to have 30 to 40 dates, so it'll be interesting to see where these get sprinkled in at, how this gets taken care of. The other thing had the pile driver spot. That was good. I mean, I don't think you can go wrong with either one. Oh, we got Punk coming out. They're going to start off hot tonight. Dan Gunther going to beat Priest at SummerSlam. I hope so. And no one will cash in another Gunther. Can't cash in on Cody. Cody beat and into the historic, iconic reign of Roman. Cody can't lose for a year at least. I could see that. I mean, I kind of think Cody's got to hold that belt for a while. I don't think Cody's in any danger of dropping anytime soon. The only person I could see is maybe Solo, if WWE is wanting to really strengthen and solidify Solo as a top guy, as a massive threat. But I don't know. The title would not be needed for a feud with Roman. That would sell itself. So we'll see. There's also the John Cena wild card. Does John Cena get 17 anytime soon? And which belt would it be that makes him a 17-time world champion? Josh, think we see Cena against Punk, Orton, Gunther, AJ Styles, Cody, and maybe Roman one last time, or Braun Breaker. Wow, that's a great lineup. That's a great rundown of opponents for Cena. I would equate Cena and Orton. That's kind of the Hulk Hogan, Randy Savage feud of our generation. What they've meant to a lot of people's childhoods and to professional wrestling. Plus, pre-sale Money in the Bank for 9 months. No need for a long Money in the Bank hold. I agree with that. I think Orton should beat Cody for the title. I'm with you on that one. That's CM Punk shirt, though. I'm not going to lie. That's pretty damn good. Josh, the chase is better, and he can regain it at Mania. Plus, Orton getting a title run would be fun. I'd like it. I think if John Cena doesn't ever hit 16 times or 17 times, Orton's the next closest to hit that mile marker. But we're getting the CM Punk explanation right now. Shout out to Cena. Great crowd.
Thank you for all you've done here. But all right. You don't got to do tricks on it. John Cena's not here. I'm here. There's another guy that's not here, and his name is Drew McIntyre.
So he says Drew's not here.
The $1 million body, 10-cent brain, Drew McIntyre went and got himself suspended. If you don't know what I'm talking about, I talked to Gary and Pismo in the truck. We're going to cue it up and show you what I'm talking about right now.
I had heard about this. I did not watch this segment with McIntyre. So this is a first time watch. Oh, God. Okay, that was accidental. He didn't know that was Adam. That was accidental. I think Adam's making a mountain out of a molehill here. My God, Punk is taking some shots at Drew. If they want Roman Rock at Vegas and save the Cody match later with Rock, maybe we see Cody versus Cena night 1, but it would screw over Punk Seth if they want to still do it at WrestleMania 41. Yeah, I mean, we're sitting at a point now. Anything involving John Cena at WrestleMania, it's going to be the main. Like, again, just because we're on a short clock with our time with John Cena. But again, WWE sits within an embarrassment of riches at the talent position. So it'll be interesting to see how they utilize Cena with these remaining dates.
Consequences to all of your stupid actions. If I got fly to Glasgow, Scotland, pop out a bowl of haggis like
I don't see Drew not showing up tonight at some point. Just like sneaking in. He's a heel. So what if he's suspended? Punk versus Cena maybe at Mania 41. They never fought at a Mania. That is true. And that would be an interesting one of the final chapters to John Cena's career. The nice part is they're both at a point in their career where really doesn't matter which one of them wins. I have a feeling Cena will probably win a decent amount of these matches on the way out. But I think that the final ones towards the end, Cena's going to start putting a lot of the younger guys over, which he's already been doing that, putting over Solo and Theory. Cena Orton was in a triple threat at WrestleMania 24, so they never had a one-on-one match at all in Mania. Fair enough, fair enough. Jack Tunney. Oh my God. CM Punk with a shout out to Jack Tunney. Wanting the suspension lifted for Drew McIntyre. He's not wearing the brace anymore, so. Oh my God, there's a shot at AEW. There's people on this side of the camera.
In the press conference, Punk would not say if he was clear when asked.
Ooh.
He said he was not.
This is an interesting scenario with Rollins because are we going to get a triple threat at SummerSlam? Is it going to be Rollins, McIntyre, and Punk? They all have issues with one another. I heard Seth might be a special ref for Drew versus Punk. I hope not. I do too. That's in my opinion, I feel that's a waste of Seth Rollins for a major pay-per-view. I mean, obviously, if Rollins wasn't cleared to compete, yeah, that's a great idea. Put him in there so he can still be involved. But Rollins is very much able to wrestle. HBK, Undertaker, and Brett situation. Oh, that'd be fitting, especially at SummerSlam where that took place. Josh, really glad you're in the chat. You're providing a lot of great insight and feedback here. Happy to have you here. Rollins is just glaring at CM Punk.
So let me get this straight. Now you want to sit at the sidelines. Come on. The center of attention. I know you love the spotlight. Come on into the ring. Or are you afraid to kick your ass?
Man, a triple threat might be how this ends up. Punk get in the ring? Is he going to take him up?
I'm sure everybody here in attendance remembers the last time you and I were face to face in the ring. I'm sure you do, because it was probably a tremendous thrill for you. But I warned you that that time was the only time I was going to let you speak disrespectfully. So please, watch what you say.
Chick Magnet Punk. He's got an impressive resume. I'll give you that.
Disrespect the best in the world? No, I wouldn't dare. No, Punk, I'm just out here. I'm out here trying. I really think you can help me understand when you're talking actions have consequences. I'm trying to understand why that.
I mean, some of this is going to last until we get to Bad Blood. I feel like Rollins Punk in the cell would be very fitting. I don't know if they're going to be able to stretch Punk and Drew to a Hell in a Cell match, but I think for sure Rollins and Punk is a very fine candidate.
What I can't wrap around my head is why you decided to do the one thing I told you not to do when you showed back up here. Why did you stick those? Your business. That's right. World title is my business.
Bad Blood is probably Punk, Drew, and a cell. That's the Blood feud, not Seth involvement. I mean, the way this is going, you could carry this all the way to Bad Blood. He drops the child's name.
I'm not even trying to be disrespectful. There's a man running around with a bracelet with my wife and my dog's name on it. All right?
It's got to say the dog.
To you. It might be 15-cent retail, but it's the intent, and I'm going to get my pound of flesh. But all right, I see it, and I hear.
Per the stipulation, Rollins is going to be locked out of that title, I believe, as long as Priest is champ.
Is personal. I'm handling my business. If I somehow screwed things up for you,
Somehow you did.
Pipe dream is. Listen. Yeah, pipe dream. I'm trying to apologize to you. Pay attention.
This is the world's worst apology.
All right? Legitimately.
I want Rollins to hit him.
I'm sorry. I apologize.
We haven't had a triple threat Hell in a Cell match, first time since 2011, which also had Punk in it.
I have a singular focus. I understand you do too.
Definitely a star for that. Just a reminder, guys, again, for all those in the chat, if you have not, please hit that like button. A great way, free way to help out this channel. And again, if you have not already, and you're a returning viewer, or just haven't got around to it, no time like the present, please hit that subscribe button. Again, another great free way to help out the channel here.
You probably never, ever in your life sincerely apologize for.
Oh, Rollins is teeing off on Punk.
You're so smart. You got it all figured out. You're sly. You're crafty. You're the king of propaganda. But man, you got to be the dumbest
King of propaganda.
I've ever met in my entire life. Now you got most of it figured out, except for the one thing that would actually make you the hero that you think you are. You haven't figured out that the world.
It was Cena Del Rio, Punk, Hell in a Cell.
So look, you can be a selfish bastard anywhere else. You can burn bridges anywhere else. I'll kind of let it slide because I'm above you. And I'm not just talking about the heels.
Ha!
I was willing to let that selfishness slide until Saturday. If it wasn't for you, I would be standing here right now
Rollins Punk at Mania. I mean, I'm here for it. 100% here for it.
For the time being, I'm out of cracks at that title. It's not just a pipe dream. Maybe for you, but it's not for me. For me, being World Heavyweight Champion is the most important thing in this business. You took that from me, so it's my turn to take from you. You want to get your pound of flesh from Drew McIntyre so badly that you don't care about collateral damage. Well, guess what? That's not going to happen on my watch.
Seth is so good right now.
I'm a cheap shot at you right here, right now, but I know your fragile little body isn't 100%. But I promise you this: when you are cleared, you will not even be able to say the name Drew McIntyre before I snap your arm and put you back on the shelf. Actions have consequences. Those who want to cmpunk.
Damn, this is a great opening. Rollins Punk, Drew Punk. Actions have consequences. The name of the episode tonight, Actions Have Consequences. Josh, to be fair, Seth could have gotten involved after that weak ass throw out of the ring spot. Oh, that's great. That mixed tag team match is going to be interesting. Liv and Dom, Zelina Ray. Man. I want to know what we're going to get from the Wyatts tonight. We're going to get another Uncle Howdy promo?
I'm sorry. I never returned your calls or your DMs or your texts yesterday because I was dealing with Drew McIntyre. Besides,
What do we got?
what is the problem, Chelsea?
Well, problem is, I don't want to tag with Liv Morgan.
She's the one that requested the match. Said she was doing it to make it up to you. Said you'd be happy about it. And besides, your dad and Zelina are good with it.
Of course they are, but I don't want to tag with Liv Morgan.
This Dominic Mysterio run has been so enjoyable.
You don't want the match. But you wanted to stick your nose in the last 3 women's world title matches. You know what? Forgive me if I don't get it done. You're happy about it. The match is official and it's signed. But guess what is happening? Happy Monday.
Liv, why are you doing this to me?
I'm not doing this to you, Dominic. I'm doing this for you. I felt so bad about what happened last week, so I thought I'd make it up to you by helping you show Red with a real daddy.
Oh my God.
Fine. You just better make sure we win.
We will. So let's go talk strategy and get ready for our match.
Better be some tendies or some nuggies.
Of course.
Oh, here comes the man that everybody wanted to see win Money in the Bank, Jey Uso. I forgot Jey actually comes through the entranceway. Normally it's through the crowd. They could do Drew Punk maybe at Bash in Berlin, but I don't know with the storyline suspension. Whew. It's I don't know. Are they was this Drew suspension long enough to squeeze in a Rollins and Punk feud, and then at the conclusion he comes back? And we got Rhea will enter. You're not wrong, guys. As we are going to commercial break here, we're going to play a couple of clips from some prior interviews with guests on this channel, and we will see you guys back here after the break.
So during the pandemic, that's when I started doing it, when TikTok became really popular with the dances. And my mom lived with me for a little while in my townhouse. And, you know, she was like obviously unemployed at the time because of COVID. So I would like throw my mom in a lot of these dances. So my mom just recently like actually said, she was like, oh my God, I can't believe I did these dances with you. She's like, I look terrible. How'd you make me do this? So I actually laughed because I would like force her to do them with me. So I'd say like those dances that I used to do, the ones that were really trendy, were a lot of fun. I did some multiple times, which like, I don't know. And some of them when I just watch, I'm just like, ooh, they're a little cringe, but I think it's funny. And I think people could relate to that as well. Cause like they may look at me and think that I'm more like serious and I'm not really like, you know, like silly.
With Roman and, the Usos and now Solo Sikoa and, a few other family members that has yet to join the crew. I think for me, I'd have to say the Bloodline era is probably the, best era in this family moving forward, and, because of just how the times have changed, and, what the kids have done to be able to, I love it that we have our Polynesian people out front and center, and we're not that, stigma of, being animals. Like we got college educated kids in the front line, kids that can speak, kids that, we do wear shoes, our ways of our cultures of wanting to be the best. One of those bookings that just kind of happened. And then, we all, put our creative minds together and, kind of just added on different things from the worm to the, to the Michael Jackson, to the, to the dancing part of Tuku. And, we kind of made it our own when we came out for the first time together and then, tried something different at the end where, usually you see a wrestler, they win, they raise their hand, the referee, boom, the music hits, they're out. And so we just, man, why don't we try something different? How about they raise their hand, they go to raise their hand, but we turn that whole place into a nightclub, have the lights dimmed down from fireworks go and then we just bust a move. Let's just, try something together. We don't dance. Well, we can just try it and see if it works. And by the time we tried it, you already know.
That's a good question. I'd have to think. I don't know. I feel like I have so much in my gear. Maybe the pink one with Dana Brooke. I think I don't know if I have that one, but we were told that right after we wore that like they didn't approve that gear for some reason. I don't know why, but it wasn't really that flashy anyway. But it was just something they just didn't like. So we were like, all right, cool. But like we literally just got it made and we were like, oh, that's a waste of money.
What's going on, guys? Back here from commercial break as Bob the Cat is trying to interject here. Ronald Timon, need to give Rollins belt. Need give Rollins belt. I agree. I'm here for Seth Rollins having another title reign as my partner here is popping in here, Brett Havoc. Say hi to the people, Brett.
Hello, everyone. Good evening.
The next member of the Samoan family in line to join Bloodline, Zima Fatu, is at WrestleCade. I mean, there's so many freaking Fatu members. Like, they need to bring like another brand just to house all of them. Dan thought Drew's suspension was for 2 weeks. I had heard a couple things. One, it was indefinite, and then the 2 weeks. I had heard the 2 weeks. So I'm not sure what we're going with here. But Jey Uso, Chad Gable coming up. I kind of wish Chad would have got the W in Money in the Bank, but that is unfortunately not the world that we live in.
Man, did he eat it on that fall too? I was curious how that was gonna end.
Have you noticed that they've started doing the "You Suck" chant?
I did hear that.
That man's gonna take everything from Kurt.
All we got to do is just bring him in as a manager. As much as I hate to say Kurt is a manager, but might be a good fit.
Damn, Gable is so good. I still want to see if we start getting more TNA involvement, especially if it comes to the main roster. Chad Gable and Josh Alexander would put on an absolute clinic. Or Gable and Steve Macklin. Either one I think would be great. Jordan, who thinks Mommy returns to Murder Dom? Oh, that one, I guess a star. That was good. I think in the story, whenever Rhea comes back, it's going to be after Dom has cracked and given in. I think that's when she comes back. And to do, yes, exactly what Jordan said. Oh. Dan, I believe in Joe Hendry. I believe in Joe Hendry too. We're going to do another commercial break? Well, it's like a picture-in-picture, but... So have they said how they're going to do this for Netflix? Like, is this how they're going to do the commercials? Since you really can't just go to a break during Netflix. If anybody knows, drop it in the chat.
Yeah, because they have, the ad-free section still?
Dropping that cheeseburger pizza. I don't know about all that. That looks a little... Have you had it?
Plenty of times.
Is it good?
Sure, it's good. There's something about it. Must be an ingredient that my body doesn't like because...
Send you to the bathroom?
Can't make it up. No, I can't make it up. Almost every time, which has only been maybe 3 times ever, because I couldn't resist. The very next day, I am usually yakking some of that up.
Oh, God.
So I don't think my system likes something cheeseburger pizza. It's really good, and then it starts to sour after a little while.
I think it's the pickles?
I don't know. I've honestly wondered the same, but I like pickles, so it's got to be something with the sauce or something.
Maybe it's when that burger grease mixes with that pizza grease.
Man, listen, the true story. It just came out again recently, and my brother said, "Let's get one." I told the same story, and he's like, "Oh, come on, you'll be fine." Just had that pizza for dinner, and the very next day, yeah, can't make that up. Can't make that up. It was just not pleasant. So I think I'm gonna pass and cheeseburger pizza from now on.
Don't blame you. Triple H is going to get a lot. Triple H is going to get that commercial money now. I mean, I was so excited to find out. And Raw's going to go back to 2 hours. That was the other thing. Raw's going back to 2 hours. SmackDown, I heard, is going to get that 3rd hour programming.
That I didn't know.
But I feel SmackDown feels like it flows a lot better. And it doesn't feel like it's even 2 hours of wrestling. So maybe that 3rd hour won't be as brutal on SmackDown as it does tend to feel that way for Monday Night Raw. An occasion. It's still good stuff, but man, 3 hours is still hard to digest.
This summer, one of our greatest stories will be told in a way you've never seen before. And the opening ceremony.
Well, not that it's probably any surprise to you, but when I was catching up with Raw sometimes on Tuesday with Hulu, the runtime was usually only about an hour and 30, an hour and 40 anyways, so I'd say about half the show is commercials. If we're being fair.
It's going to get worse once we get to Netflix. I kind of feel like that could have been a finisher. If a taller guy did that, like that
almost looked like a Dominator.
It's a modified Dominator. I mean, Oh, there's a little space.
Well, I think somebody else may have gave themselves some concussions a time or two. So just being safe.
I don't know. I think if a bigger guy did that modified dominator, that would look like if Braun Strowman did that to somebody. Brutal. And down goes Gable. Well, they're both on the outside. We're going to go back to commercial.
So is the Alpha Academy like they are disintegrated? He apologized, but they're still separated?
Mhm.
Okay.
I think it's a matter of time before we get the Creed brothers and Ivy Nile aligned with Gable as his new family.
Agreed. I just was curious if they came back. I seen him apologize after the Wyatt incident.
And they're like, nah, fam, we're good.
Yeah, okay.
They're starting to bring it. Oh, God, right in the face.
Oh, my.
Golly. What a kick.
I felt bad.
He's calling for it. God. Just.
Yeah. Oh, he's fine. He's back up.
Dan, I think we get the Wyatt 6 during Uso versus Gable.
Why are we coming after Gable?
I think they might be coming after Jay. Oh! Here they come. Dan called it. Dan called it. Excellent call. Jay picks up the W.
Are they coming after him?
Poor Gable. Poor Chad Gable.
I did not expect them to be coming after him. At least just him.
Filling that ring with smoke. Chad, run. Oh, I hate that 7-second delay. Which one is it, though?
Right.
Oh, it's Nikki Cross. He's going to back up into like Dexter Loomis. Oh, we got another present. I wonder if they have a V. Is that a fucking Amazon box? I wonder if they have a VHS player tonight. No, Pat, man, that's for you.
What?
Oh, we're going to commercial. Dang. No, we're not. We're going to an interview.
Yeah, but I mean, hopefully we'll find out or get some clarity on what's in the box at some point tonight. In the meantime,
Now they got to track down another VHS machine.
Man, 15 years as a WWE superstar. I mean, you've already accomplished so much. So I guess the question is, what's next?
Yeah, 15 crazy years, Chucky, I've done it all. Well, almost.
Sheamus doesn't look like he's aged.
Truly understand this business. And all these young thundercats,
Thundercats.
It takes years before you go out there and put on.
Oh, now this looks good.
Talking about your 15th anniversary. When it ended up-
Bronson Reed and Sheamus.
Really, what we should be talking about is.
Let's go.
Because I'm the one with the match tonight. Because I am the future. And Sheamus. Stop it. Big bloody Bronson Reed. I never would have guessed.
This is a feud I am excited. Please, God, yes. Bronson Reed and Sheamus?
You and we set this on proper bets. I'll fight you anytime. Just not tonight.
Please give us this at SummerSlam. Please give us this at SummerSlam. Oh, they're going to feed Pete Dunne to Bronson Reed. I think that's the next order of business that we get. Man. All right, guys, we're going to go to commercial break here. We will be back here as soon as WWE comes back. All right, guys, we are back from commercial, and Pat McAfee has opened up the Amazon box present from the Wyatts. So Bronson and Pete Dunne. This will be good, but you already know like Pete's going to get kind of fed to Bronson. Now, I'll be honest. If we're getting John Cena leaving WWE with the next 40 to 50 appearances, I kind of want Bronson Reed to be on the ticket for the retirement tour.
There you go.
It's weird because guys John Cena's level, when they retire, like there's normally not a whole lot of like promising young talent that they could feud with on the way out to put over. Cena, like it's literally a buffet of who he could put over.
I think I will see Cena versus Theory again, just to give Cena that win over Theory, because he lost to Theory, right? So I think we'll see that.
Do you think Theory benefits more from a loss against John this time around?
I feel like if they're gonna do it the way they're going, he beats Theory while Theory's kind of in his tweener spot, because he kind of is. Grayson Waller's thrown him to the side, and maybe even he gets like a handshake from Cena after Cena beats him, just to, the respect of it. That's kind of where I think they would go.
I'll also be honest, I completely forgot Pete Dunne was a member of Raw.
Him and Tyler Bate.
Yep.
They're tagging on here. Well, they were just on NXT, I think, last night.
Bronson Reed, he's like a modern day Bam Bam. He has that athletic ability that Bammer had, and hell of a wrestler. Here we go. Damn! Golly. Oh, 100%. Dunne versus Dragunov would be sweet. Absolutely. Absolutely. A diving form. Can't get the big fella down. Still can't get the big fella down. Oh, that puts him down. Are we seriously going to go to another set of commercials?
No.
Okay, of the 3 hours,
Yeah.
how many minutes of commercial do you think we're going to get? 40?
No.
An easy hour?
It's adding up. I'm telling you.
Okay, so do you think when WWE does something like this and they're shoving a lot of commercials in early, we get a big ending? Is Mommy coming back tonight?
I don't know. I think it's too early.
You think it's too early?
I think it's too early. I think Judgment Day is going to be all over the place, and she's going to come in and do some cleanup on it.
Gonna spank Dom, but probably not in the way he's accustomed to.
From Liv to Dom to probably Finn and Priest arguing with each other or something.
Reed does look like a modern day Bam Bam Bigelow. He would need the tattoo on his skull too. He's already got tattoos. What's one more? Just shave it, tat it up, call it a day.
Your Chicago apology. Sorry, Chicago. No one out reaches the hunt.
Apology accepted. How do they get so much flavor in these fields?
Man, God, just make it ease up on the commercials. I want to see a little bit more.
We'll be back in time for the finish.
Did they come back and they're raising his hand? Guys, what an incredible match. Hopefully nobody missed it, except everybody watching at home. As they peppered us with commercial break.
Well, I'm sure they're doing a lot of cool stuff. We aren't seeing it.
Bronson.
Netflix.
Bronson's probably busting out the best moves he's ever done in his life. We probably missed a 450. Imagine Bronson Reed hitting a 450.
No.
Would you take it?
No.
You wouldn't take the 450?
No, I don't think I no. I think I'm gonna move. I'm gonna move far away from that.
It's like, no, bro, you're hitting the mat. I won't be there for it. Oh, good question. Better Austin match or better Austin Mania match? Hart at 13 or Rock at 17? I'm going with Brett at 13.
Yeah. I probably have to go at that as well.
Not that
I have to agree.
Not that Austin Rock at 17 was bad, but the sour taste of that heel turn really weighs on that match. And it was completely unneeded. That and the importance of that Brett and Austin match where we got the double turn really set WWE up in the main event scene for a while. Ah! Woo! Plus 2-man power trip. We did get that out of that as well, yes. We got great heel segments with Austin and Kurt. This is actually going a lot longer than what I thought it would.
Well, they did just get done with a 5-minute rest hold, so keep that in mind. But
you think he had the rest hold the entire commercial break?
No, I think the arena was probably blacked out and they were just laying there like it has when I went to the events. But no disrespect,
you got to save that bump card.
Hey, I mean, maybe they are competing through the commercial breaks now for the people that are there, but could have gave us a picture-in-picture at least.
Yeah, if you're going to take a commercial break after every other spot. Golly. No. That power bomb had some pepper on it. Braun's going up top. What do we got? Surely this isn't a superplex.
Okay.
All right. That landing's going to hurt like hell. Oh, that's it. That's it. Yep.
That was good.
That was a good finish.
That was good.
I'm sure that sucked to take. James Altrez, ever since the return to live audiences, they've worked through commercials. It was during the Thunderdome days that they simply stopped. And again, guys, friendly reminder for those here joining us, please hit that like button. If you've not already, please also hit that subscribe button. Great free ways to help the channel out and help us grow as a channel. Would really appreciate it, guys. As out comes Sheamus. Sheamus looks gassed already.
That's why he was going after Dunn. Okay.
Oh! Big knee. I miss Barrett calling the tsunami. Pete ain't having that.
What?
I think what he's looking for is thank you.
So many things tied together. Thought maybe we'd just get a pose or something for a second.
Lumberjack Sammy.
There you go. Sammy's next.
Got Sammy next. All right, guys. As they go to break, we will be back when they
One of
come.
those bookings that just kind of happened, and then, we all, put our creative minds together and, kind of just added on different things from the Worm to the, to the Michael Jackson to the, to the dancing part of Too Cool, and we kind of made it our own when we came out for the first time together, and then tried something different at the end, where usually you see a wrestler, they win, they raise their hand, the referee, boom, the music hits, they're out. And so we just, man, why don't we try something different? How about they raise their hand, they go to raise their hand, but we turn that whole place into a nightclub, have the lights dimmed down, from fireworks go, and then we just bust a move. Let's just, try something together. We don't dance. Well, we can just try it and see if it works. And by the time we tried it, you already know, Too Cool, Rikishi's born then. One of those bookings that just kind of happened, and then, we all, put our creative minds together and, kind of just added on different things from the Worm to the, to the Michael Jackson to the, to the dancing part of Too Cool, and we kind of made it our own when we came out for the first time together, and then tried something different at the end, where usually you see a wrestler, they win, they raise their hand, the referee, boom, the music hits, they're out. And so we just, man, why don't we try something different? How about they raise their hand, they go to raise their hand, but we turn that whole place into a nightclub, have the lights dimmed down, from fireworks go, and then we just bust a move. Let's just, try something together. We don't dance. Well, we can just try it and see if it works. And by the time we tried it, you already know, Too Cool, Rikishi's born then. One of those bookings that just kind of happened, and then, we all, put our creative minds together and, kind of just added on different things from the Worm to the, to the Michael Jackson to the, to the dancing part of Too Cool, and we kind of made it our own when we came out for the first time together, and then tried something different at the end, where usually you see a wrestler, they win, they raise their hand, the referee, boom, the music hits, they're out. And so we just, man, why don't we try something different? How about they raise their hand, they go to raise their hand, but we turn that whole place into a nightclub, have the lights dimmed down, from fireworks go, and then we just bust a move. Let's just, try something together. We don't dance. Well, we can just try it and see if it works. And by the time we tried it, you already know, Too Cool and Rikishi's Born Then. One of those bookings that just kind of happened, and then, we all, put our creative minds together and, kind of just added on different things from the Worm to the, to the Michael Jackson to the, to the dancing part of Too Cool, and we kind of made it our own when we came out for the first time together, and then tried something different at the end. Where, usually you see a wrestler, they win, they raise their hand, the referee, boom, the music hits, they're out. And so we just, man, why don't we try something different? How about they raise their hand, they go to raise their hand, but we turn that whole place into a nightclub, have the lights dimmed down from fireworks go, and then we just bust a move. Let's just, try something together. We don't dance. Well, we can just try it and see if it works. And by the time we tried it, you already know, Too Cool and Rikishi's Born Then.
And we're back from commercial for the 90th time on this episode of Raw. Oh.
Yeah. Go ahead and handle your business.
Since he's become champ, like, he has treated them like a bunch of bitches.
Well, that's what Balor said. Whatever you say, boss.
You know, it's better to be lucky than good. Saturday, you were very lucky.
That the referee didn't count 3.
Most importantly, you kept your word. The boys didn't get involved. Since you kept your word, I'm going to keep my word. I won't come for that title as long as you got it. As good as you were on Saturday. If you want to keep that thing, you got I did keep my word. I know you can keep yours. But I still got a lot to prove. So that whole gentleman's agreement, we can throw it out the window. When I'm done with Gunther, you want a shot? I'll go to war with you. You just name the place.
Oh.
It's a twist.
Are they going to flip Priest face? That is a baby move. That is a baby face move.
Yeah, where you at?
Woo!
Well,
Just wondering if you have any highlights from the Bull Buchanan interview. I can upload them onto here. We have a couple of shorts on the channel from our interview with Bull, which are in the short section. If you want to check them out, I encourage you to check those and others out. But no, we can get those uploaded here for the next live stream with SmackDown. I want to talk about that last segment, that last exchange, like Rollins and Priest, the handshake.
I think it's definitely gonna lead to Balor spearheading, kicking out Priest. That's just my assumption there.
Well, here's the other thing. Who was Priest on the phone with? Was it Mommy? He said, "Are you here? All the members of Judgment Day are there except Rhea."
You really are thinking that Rhea's coming back tonight. You are really set that she's coming back. I mean, hey,
we're gonna have the time at the end of the show.
Man, I don't know.
Did you see all the people that were attacking Sammy for beating Braun Breaker?
I didn't.
Oh, there's a lot of people pissed Braun didn't win.
Well, he won the title at Mania.
Uh-huh.
And in Gunther's longest streak, I don't know. Taking it off him in 2-3 months, I think, is a little soon.
I mean, that was a history-making run.
SummerSlam's our next stop.
Mm-hmm. Drops it there.
I think he might drop it there.
But is it to Braun Breaker?
like to see him keep going, but that might be it. We gotta have some titles change hands at SummerSlam.
They're going to serenade him with the Olay chant. He's going to speak French, isn't he? There's Bob the Cat. Get comfortable, buddy.
Well, first of all, let me just say what an honor it is to be standing in this ring. The nation's capital.
I don't say anybody can hate Sami Zayn.
A champion. This past Saturday in Toronto, Braun Breaker walked into Money in the Bank, and he brought everything I thought he would bring. He brought all his power. He brought all his strength. He brought all his speed. But he made the crucial mistake of walking in thinking that I was the underdog in that match.
All right.
Now, I've said this before, but I feel like I need to say it again. I am not an underdog anymore. Ladies and gentlemen, I am a champion.
Woo! Tell him, Sammy. Preach to him. He's probably going to get annihilated by Braun here in a moment, but
I have been putting in top-level performances in this ring, night in, night out, year in, year out, to where I have earned a certain amount of respect in this ring.
this is facts.
I respect that Braun Breaker did not bring to Toronto, and that is why Braun Breaker found out the hard way that it is one thing to knock me down, it is another thing to try and keep me down.
He's so good.
I say this not just to Braun Breaker. I'm an Canadian, but it was certainly awesome to hear Sidney thank you to the Lord for all the time. You showed up.
Thought we might have a new challenger.
Oh man, I think SummerSlam, Braun's going to get crowned Intercontinental Champion. I can't get over the Goldberg tattoo, but
But does he get more flack if he covers it up at this point?
I would think.
You looking for a fight? You looking for a rematch? Did you come out here to say anything, or are you just going to keep staring at me all night?
He's going to put hands on that man.
I came out here to look the only man in that locker room, to look you in the eye. The only man who could say that they beat me. And I'm not going to lie, Sammy. I didn't think it was going to be you. I really didn't. Smart guy. Right? I'm a smart guy. I know how these things go. There's no reason for me to get a rematch for the Intercontinental Championship. It's really not. So look, I've been thinking, and
Damn!
Yeah, called that.
Well, He literally did spear him out of a shoe. It's Kenny Dykstra. Angle's son is in the ring. Yeah, this is going to go to SummerSlam. So when we get to the Royal Rumble, oh God. Does Sammy just not like taking the spear?
I don't know.
He went down before contact. But did you see how fat he was? I know some guys going to SummerSlam. That'd be you and I, Dan. We punched our tickets in earlier this week. And I am freaking stoked to be going to SummerSlam. That Sammy thought he was probably getting speared again. Somebody was running at him.
Right?
Golly. That reminds me of something that I wanted to ask you. With all of the members of the bloodline, all these new members getting hot-shotted to the main roster and not going through developmental. And we saw a little bit of it at Money in the Bank. Do you feel maybe they are kind of rushing them and they should spend maybe a little time down in NXT? Or maybe do a little bit more development?
I mean, they're in the family. I think it's in their blood. Not to be cliche about it, but I also think that we're gonna see what they have right now.
Mm-hmm.
But as I've been telling you, I think we're gonna see the new bloodline versus old bloodline at some point, unless Jimmy comes and stops Jay from winning another title. But I believe, obviously, the way the story is looking, that we are getting the Usos and Roman against them and a 6-man, and that's when the original bloodline is going to demolish them. That's my opinion. Could be completely wrong, because the new bloodline has more members than those three right now. But
we got to see where The Rock falls in, too. I could see The Rock having orchestrated all of this since Roman has been gone.
agreed.
But where do you put Roman Rock, though? Presumably Rock and Cody is WrestleMania.
Well, if they're gonna do similar to what they did last year, then maybe we get Rock Roman one night and we get Cody and Rock the other night. But in that case, which one goes on which night?
I think if the title match would have to take precedence over the others.
You would think.
The title should close the show. But that's the other thing. What do you do with there's so many other people that deserve a main event of WrestleMania. Seth Rollins, Punk, McIntyre. Gunther very well could be world champion by this point, too.
That's a good point. I think they just kind of told us it was going to be Cody and Rock.
Should I shave my head, comb it over, wear a hat?
I mean, it'll be interesting to see where we wind up on this ride.
America's #1 hair restoration experts can give you your real hair back.
Now, unless they have Rock come back around Survivor Series time and have him and Cody to give time to get to Mania.
That is true. Craig, more members of the new bloodline still to come to WWE. Just wait and see. There's at least 2 more. Zilla. I can't remember the other one, but I know Zilla is on the way up. I really wish there weren't so many commercials. That'd be cool. Something big is better. We had better get something major. We better get Rhea Ripley. If we have 900 commercials, we better be building Tamami. John Cena WWE retirement not over yet in 2025. No, because we don't 100% right there. We do not know when the final dates are for John Cena. It's like somewhere 30, 40 dates remain. And again, like that, the other big thing is like he is not retiring at WrestleMania. So many people have been posting that is not true. That is not what's going on. He's going to have his final WrestleMania next year. So we'll see. Like maybe he's calling it quits by SummerSlam or Survivor Series. Dan, I think the new Bloodline members have been wrestling for a while, seasoned veterans. This run, dear God. Sammy, he ain't taking the spear. Not on the outside.
But yeah, second to what he said, I think that was kind of where I was going too. The fact they've all been doing it for so long that they've had the experience, just not the opportunity.
Look at this. Look at this. Listen, I want Braun Breaker. Give me Braun Breaker. You want it? Yeah, you got it. Tonight. As you just heard, gentlemen, official. Well, later on tonight, Braun Breaker.
This is like the most unsafe work environment. Like, you've had so many people get jumped on Adam's watch. Chad Gable temporarily was not with us for a week.
Took an elbow from Drew.
That elbow from Drew was the final straw. And WWE has still not found a VHS player. They should really start carrying one with them for Raw, specifically.
Yeah.
Just have it at the announcer's table. At the ready. In your opinion, I don't think I've ever asked you this, and in the time we've known one another and the time we've been in and out of wrestling, where does John Cena fall in terms of the greatest of all time? Is John the greatest?
I'm going to put top 5.
Top 5?
Respectfully, but that's a loaded question. That's tough. Everybody's got difference on it.
I would say John Cena is the greatest babyface WWE has ever created.
WrestleMania, I competed.
This farewell tour is going to be legendary. Do we get the Thugonomics, the doctor? Do we get the Dr. Thugonomics at any point on this way out?
In the press conference, somebody asked if we get heel Cena, and he basically was saying,
no.
Never say never, but he said you'll be surprised what's in store. So I hope we get at least just one match as it.
I think we get a rap battle, right? I would feel cheated if this farewell tour there's no rap battle.
A little bit of everything from the beginning to the end.
Who should be the final opponent?
Man,
Who's that final guy for John Cena? Also in the chat, guys, let us know who should be John Cena's final opponent.
I think it's got to be someone that he's had history with. I think that would be the route they go. Whether that be like Punk and Cena, or
Punk or Orton Cena.
Yeah, Punk Orton. They've done that so many times.
I'm of the opinion that you don't get this opportunity to pass the torch very often. Austin never passed the torch. Hogan in WWE did to The Rock. But I would like to see John Cena's final match be with Cody Rhodes.
That'd be interesting.
That would be the guy that WWE could invest in the next 10 years to be in that John Cena role.
It's good thinking there. That is good thinking.
Because we're never going to see Hogan Austin. We're never going to see Goldberg Austin. We're never going to see Sting Undertaker. None of those monumental dream matches. But I think Cody and Cena could be something very special. Dan, you think after the first VHS tape, WWE would have traded merch for VHS player? Oh, God, yes. 100%. Gold star for Dan. Craig, The Rock should be Cena final opponent. I wouldn't be against it. Like, again, like that would be something special. They have the history. They kind of rekindled it at this year's WrestleMania. When Cena's done, like I know Truth uses some of Cena's moves. I just hope he takes all of them. I mean, Cena's done. Just
Here you go.
R-Truth.
There you go.
Shoulder. Here we go. Swing. He does a better 5-knuckle shuffle. Carlito's going to take two. God. Final opponent is R-Truth.
Hey man, we let Truth actually go though.
Let little Jimmy out.
We let Truth work, and that match is going to be something.
You're never going to guess what we're at right now.
What commercial number 10?
In the last 5 minutes.
Oh.
Oh, goodness. I'm telling you, this had better be Rhea Ripley. I mean, the last time they shoved this many commercials in the first hour and a half of Raw, we got that the re-debut of the Wyatt 6. Also, WWE continues to prove that I never put enough chopped up interview segments up to cover the commercials.
Oh, that looked clean. From what I could see in the little box.
Carlito is just in there getting the shit beat out of him. On down goes Finn. I still don't understand the link Carlito has to this faction. Like, hating Ray, was that your a mission to get in?
I guess so. His mutual hatred. They're like, we stole him from the LWO.
Which that's a faction that I wish they would just let go of. They have done the least of all the factions.
But that merch.
I mean, the merch is there.
But that merch.
They will willingly hand over Reese's cups. Get flying cars. This is it.
That was like the lightest stomp.
Every Tuesday, grab 8 pieces of hot, juicy Kentucky Fried Chicken for just $10. Son of a fuck, that's good too. Get a taste of $10 Tuesday. Only at KFC.
I mean, maybe they're shoving all these commercials in because they know when they go to Netflix, they're not going to get as many.
Well, if they have to do commercials on the sponsors, they're going to have what? 3? Prime, the vodka, and what, Slim Jim?
Vodka, Slim Jim, and then there was another sponsor that they got. What if it's Rhea Ripley and Buddy Matthews showing up tonight on Raw? That would be worth the 5 hours of commercials they have given us. I would be happy with that. If there have been rumors Rhea's coming back soon, there's just been no definitive timetable yet. But I kind of like the potential of being organically surprised as well. Oh, that was a weird clothesline.
Did Buddy Matthews not resign? I know he was like written off of TV, but
that was my understanding is he's no longer with AEW. Oh, that's a good false tag spot too. He just bounced. Oh, God. Because the commercials during the main event, what if we get the ghost of Eddie Guerrero? And chokeslam.
golly.
We're going to get a Hulk up. Is he going to go around? Is Truth going to go around? Oh, this is great. Yeah, Truth, get it. Carlito's just gotten destroyed throughout this match.
Oh, he's bailing.
There's Finn. I was like, where's Finn at? Uh-oh.
Tag. Oh, he didn't get the tag on.
Did he? He didn't get a blind tag?
Ref didn't signal tag. I thought there was going to be a tag. He just
And
knocked Miz down. Is all he
coup de
did.
grace.
Yeah, that's it. Wow.
This is some of Finn's best work. Do we have a VHS player yet?
Maybe top of the
I think Miz might be tired of.
Since you're not medically clear.
See if he's in a place mentally that he can even do business. To see if he'll be professional. Yeah, I understand. If that's even going to happen, you can't be around. I need you to stay. I get it, and I know you didn't start this, but you know exactly what the backup from a fight. The fact you like to stir them up, you like to pick fights. If you do it again, that's what Drew, I know inspiration's going to have to him. Understand.
That man would have said AJ Lee's name. That place would have erupted. Drew's coming next week. Suspension is going to be short-lived. Well, as we are reaching yet another commercial break, guys, time to dip out for a moment. We'll be right back.
One of those bookings that just kind of happened, and then, we all, put our creative minds together and, kind of just added on different things from the Worm to the, to the Michael Jackson to the, to the dancing part of Too Cool, and we kind of made it our own when we came out for the first time together, and then tried something different at the end, where usually you see a wrestler, they win, they raise their hand, the referee, boom, the music hits, they're out. And so we just said, man, why don't we try something different? How about they raise their hand, they go to raise their hand, but we turn that whole place into a nightclub, have the lights dimmed down, from fireworks go, and then we just bust a move. Let's just try something together. We don't dance. Well, we can just try it and see if it works. And by the time we tried it, you already know, Too Cool and Rikishi's born then. One of those bookings that just kind of happened, and then, we all, put our creative minds together and, kind of just added on different things from the Worm to the, to the Michael Jackson to the, to the dancing part of Too Cool, and we kind of made it our own when we came out for the first time together, and then tried something different at the end, where usually you see a wrestler, they win, they raise their hand, the referee, boom, the music hits, they're out. And so we just, man, why don't we try something different? How about they raise their hand? They go to raise their hand, but we turn that whole place into a nightclub. Have the lights dimmed down from fireworks go, and then we just bust a move. Let's just, try something together. Well, we don't dance. Well, we can just try it and see if it works. And by the time we tried it, you already know, Too Cool with Rikishi's born then. One of those bookings that just kind of happened, and then, we all, put our creative minds together and, kind of just added on different things from the worm to the, to the Michael Jackson to the, to the dancing part of Too Cool, and we kind of made it our own when we came out for the first time together, and then tried something different at the end, where usually you see a wrestler, they win, they raise their hand, the referee, boom, the music hits, they're out. And so we just, man, why don't we try something different? How about they raise their hand? They go to raise their hand, but we turn that whole place into a nightclub. Have the lights dimmed down from fireworks go, and then we just bust a move. Let's just, try something together. Well, we don't dance. Well, we can just try it and see if it works. And by the time we tried it, you already know, Too Cool with Rikishi's born then. One of those bookings that just kind of happened, and then, we all, put our creative minds together and, kind of just added on different things from the worm to the, to the Michael Jackson to the, to the dancing part of Too Cool, and we kind of made it our own when we came out for the first time together, and then tried something different at the end, where usually you see a wrestler, they win, they raise their hand, the referee, boom, the music hits, they're out. And so we just, man, why don't we try something different? How about they raise their hand? They go to raise their hand, but we turn that whole place into a nightclub. Have the lights dimmed down from fireworks go, and then we just bust a move. Let's just, try something together. Well, we don't dance. Well, we can just try it and see if it works. And by the time we tried it, you already know, Too Cool with Rikishi's born then.
Well, we're back. And Dom and Liv are in a locker room together.
The only thing I want.
Are we going to get the Triple H Trish Stratus spot? Oh, we're 100% getting the Trish Stratus Triple H spot. Oh. You see, JD? That was great.
Oh, I don't even want to know what that was. Look, man, after all this time, what's wrong with you? You should have been done with this. It's not that hard. Oh, I'm starting to sound like it. No, I'm starting to understand your dad more and more every week.
I thought I fixed this. I'll put it into it. I'm putting it into it. I thought I put it in.
Girl, that kid is going to learn something about consequence. So, oh, yeah. Ah, man. I'm going to give it to myself.
Mommy's coming!
Oh no!
Oh, Mommy's coming!
He says, I'm away.
We should bring a VHS player to. Oh, we 100% should make a sign that says we have a VHS player.
Here it is.
Oh, here we go. Let's see what we got.
family. I took those that no one wanted. The discarded. The forgotten. I gave them a purpose. Gave them they're so happy that you remembered them. Because being a glutton for punishment doesn't make abandonment hurt any less. Forsaken, alone, begging for mercy as the buzzard circle. It has been lost. Too much. But grief is the price you pay for love. But now, we must set the captives free. So they need no master. Do you think do you think we are sick?
Those still shots are so good.
Then sick is what will be.
I have the feeling.
Where have you been? I've been looking all over for you. What do you mean? No, this is right here. I have questions for you. Okay, did you see that tape? I'm telling you, they're talking about me. It's clear to an intelligent man like me, but what's not clear is that you're not doing anything about it. Security's clearly lax. So listen, calm down. I double security twice in a month and I ordered an investigation. Let me ask you this. If they're coming after you, you ever stop to figure out why that might be? Oh, that's great, Piers. I'll just handle everything on my own like I always do. You know what? I will. I'll take care of it my way. But when I do, I'm going to expect a very sincere apology from you and everybody else in that locker room. All right? And while I'm at it, after the month I've had, how about a freaking vacation, huh? Let's say it.
Oh.
Whoa, he's here.
I would have maybe kept the door open, like wedged, so they could hear my cry for help. I get the feeling through seeing all of these vignettes for the Wyatts and all the ookum spookums over the weeks. I feel WWE is like holding the reins back until they get to Netflix, and they don't have to give a shit with how violent this group gets.
Could see your side there. I think it's also the slow, typical Bray build that we're all waiting for, but it's just slowly getting there. At this rate, it's going to be like SummerSlam. They're going to destroy. They're going to just burn the set or something.
They're going to jump Roman during his comeback.
Man, I don't know.
I mean, at some point, like, the members are going to have to get on TV. We're going to have to see it. But to see Bo Dallas just chilling in the office with that, like, sinister look.
Smirk. Yeah.
Could you imagine the look on Chad Gable's face if he'd opened that door?
He'd probably ran. And honestly, when he said, I need a vacation, my first thought was, well, I guess Chad's gonna disappear for like a month. Everyone's just gonna be like, we don't know where he went, and
Got him hung at the Wyatt compound
that's gonna be it.
as a decoration.
And when we can't figure it out, he's gonna come back with his new group.
That was awesome with Bo Dallas and Adam Pearce office. 100%. This has been a phenomenal episode of Raw so far. And we might get mommy.
Like, you're really set on this. But the question is that all we're seeing? We're not going to get any insight about what Pierce and him are talking about?
Probably not the way this is like typically gone. I don't think they're going to. This was just another little chapter in the book.
I mean, we got over an hour to maybe get an answer from Pierce. If we don't see Pierce, this thing's going to fly off the rails.
Well, if you don't see Pierce the rest of the episode, they didn't come to terms on something.
You're right. Then we won't see Pierce next week.
Do you so again, like when we go to Netflix, do you feel that this group, the Wyatt Six, will be on the same level of like envelope pushing that the Ministry of Darkness was? Do they go that dark?
If it's like no holds barred, like I hear it could be, yeah, I think there's a chance. Is that correct that you or someone had said that they're not going to be censoring out all of the chants?
This is true.
That should be interesting.
When they go to Netflix, they're getting rid of the censorship. They're going to have a significantly edgier content. 2 hours. Like there's a lot of positive changes for us that grew up on the Attitude Era. They're going to get back to those roots of the edgy programming, the bigger and more, I wouldn't say relatable, but more offensive storylines are coming. But I think the biggest benefactor of this switch, Punk comes to mind, the Wyatt Six come to mind. Maybe we get even more new stars made during this switch to 2 hours in Netflix.
Well, I guess with all of the intertwining storylines currently too, we wouldn't necessarily see them messing with Drew, Punk, or Seth, besides Chad. So I'm just kind of like, they could bump heads with Judgment Day, but you know.
Do you think
that's about the only thing I can think as far as who's got the numbers to maybe match up?
If Mommy is back tonight, do Liv and Dom kiss?
I think that Liv gets some hands, and then when Dom is all excited and happy, he's gonna get some hands too. He's gonna get some hands too. That's what's gonna happen. Where is SummerSlam?
Cleveland.
Oh, is that the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame?
It's there, yeah.
Or yeah. I was thinking this was like Nashville, the way they were showing all of that. But
this is an important thing from Josh here. Via Fightful, Jordan Gray's TNA contract expires in January 2025 instead of summer 2025. They negotiated to move up the contract expiration. Give us Jordan and Rhea. Matchup of the Muscle Mommies. They're going to push Dakota out of the group.
oh, so we're gonna have a 6-woman tag match. If Dakota takes the pin, yeah, I'll agree.
But Asuka's still out for an undisclosed amount of time with injury. Josh, and I think Bianca versus Rhea Mania 41. I think we're going to get Bianca Jade at WrestleMania. I think that's what we're going to get. I believe SummerSlam next year also goes to 2 nights.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Wow. So WrestleMania and SummerSlam will be 2 nights.
And I'll be honest, I think they should do the Royal Rumble 2 nights. Men's one night, women's the next.
You gotta have more matches, that's for sure. I think this last one we had like 4.
Had 4.
Yeah.
2 Rumbles and 2 title matches. But if you did, I always felt since they did the 2 Rumbles, it was very hard to get hyped and stay excited for the second Rumble. And respectfully, since they've done the 2 Rumbles, one of the Rumbles has kind of fell flat. It doesn't deliver as much.
Yeah, seems like they quit doing so many surprises. So
Josh, Tiffany versus Charlotte probably at Mania, which I'm not excited for since Charlotte is boring. I completely forgot Charlotte was with WWE. You think Charlotte's gonna have the title by the time we get to WrestleMania? I don't foresee Bayley holding the title till WrestleMania. Big German.
yeah, Tiffany is gonna cash in on Bayley before Mania. If Bayley doesn't get beat by somebody else before then. But
Maybe Nia.
yeah, Nia might be the setup for that. Oh jeez.
Rough.
Oh, have we got any more word on Ricochet since he was taken out by Braun?
They moved Ricochet to the alumni section of the WWE.com website. But I wonder if WWE is still going to end up with Ricochet, like if he'll end up re-signing with WWE, just not right now.
What about is Samantha Irvin? Is she announcing?
Yes. She announced at Money in the Bank. Oh, guess what? Another flipping commercial. Ugh. All right, guys. We'll be back when they're back. All right, we are back. We got some comments to attend to. What if WWE combined the men's, women's Rumble together to make it more interesting, like have co-winners, have a men and women come out together? Interesting thought process. I don't know if WWE would go that route. It would be an interesting Rumble. I'll say that. And then Craig, Ricochet is coming to AEW soon. Have they had Forbidden Door yet?
Forbidden Door just happened.
Just happened? Okay. What's that next one? Beach Break or
I know they're talking about going back to Wembley soon.
maybe All In?
Maybe All In. They're all over. There's a lot of
Could go either way.
yeah. There's a lot of things that I'm trying to understand there.
We recently started a segment on here where we're going to be reviewing Vince Russo's booking.
Oh yeah.
And we started with the October 18th, 1999 Monday Night Nitro. And it's been hard. That was a long 3-hour watch.
Man.
I'm not used to watching somebody that knows how to do that move.
Oh man, that got me just a split second after the second to register.
Just saying. It'd be a dangerous move if you don't know what you're fucking doing.
Very well could be. Some people have proven that.
No, yes. $20,000 in medical bills later.
Tried to collect her receipt.
That looked like it took everything out of him to hit that power bomb. We're going to flip.
I miss his red contacts.
So there have been a couple of notable exclusions from Raw recently. Gunther has not been there very often. Ludwig has not been there, period. And Giovanni Vinci has not been there since he got his ass whooped by Ludwig.
Yeah, actually, now that you say that, I thought that Ludwig was feuding with Sheamus, but it seems Sheamus has got some other things going on. So, interesting point. Yeah. I noticed Gunther hadn't been there, but I figured, after his long, lengthy reign.
And somebody else that we have not seen on Raw since his title opportunity is Shinsuke Nakamura.
Man.
It's a good move.
We could get some good matchups with Shin still.
He's got stuff left in the tank.
Oh, I'm saying just with some of the new people here, like give him something new to work with.
I like the character too. Like when he was feuding with Cody and with Seth, especially, like they made him feel menacing, like he was an important, serious heel to be taken seriously. But ever since then, like Shinsuke has just disappeared off TV.
Uh-oh.
Oh, he's gonna get caught.
This is a concussion waiting to happen.
Oh God.
Thought he was gonna spear him, Shane McMahon.
To the outside. So do you think I don't think Braun is gonna win the Royal Rumble next year, But I do think he's probably going to throw out a bunch of motherfuckers.
Didn't he kind of already do that though?
No, he got eliminated by Dominic Mysterio.
Yeah, but I thought he eliminated some people.
I think he got like three eliminations. Like I'm talking like, I think Braun could be the Iron Man in the Royal Rumble for 2025. Not win it. I don't think they're going to go that direction yet. I could see Braun being a leading candidate for the men's Money in the Bank next year.
It's true. Yep.
Oh my God!
What, did the chair hit him on the way down? Jeez. Actually, I think I seen that cut on his leg prior to that. I think it was bleeding somewhere on the turnbuckle.
Nakamura does not have any new WWE storyline yet, according to rumors, which is sad. Like, I don't think we have much time with Nakamura in ring. I kind of want to get more Nakamura. Sammy coming out to not take the spear.
Doing the old Brock dump on his head.
Is Adam Pearce out there? We have no Adam Pearce out there. He may still be held hostage by the Wyatts. They can only suspend so many people.
Hello, kitty. Oh.
I mean, they're booking him just like Psycho Scott Steiner.
You see this championship? You see this nameplate? It says the name of the world champ, Damian Priest.
Unfortunately. Cat's tail.
But let me ask you this. In recent memory, your champion has not had controversy or some type of interference surrounding his title win. Yeah, tell me I'll wait. No, not him. Not her. There isn't any. I'm the world heavyweight champion. I walked in and got them to Money in the Bank to go to war with Seth Freaking Rollins, and I walked out and got the world heavyweight champion after going to war. That to me is the past and looking to the future. We got Gunther. Look forward to the challenge.
Gunther 100% is winning, right?
Is this heel in? Who's getting the babyface?
I don't know. Like, if he's going around shaking hands with Seth Rollins and upholding agreements and being honorable.
Oh, there you go. They're going to come face to face on Raw next week. So I guess we'll see who's getting cheered in that situation.
Got a big Raw next week, too.
Man, I think Gunther might be the babyface in the situation of it.
Oh, God.
Yeah, Lynn's picked some proprioceptive neuromuscular facility stretching to go, but all we got was some eye gazing and some movement maybe of a hamstring, but a lot more of gazing on another part of his body. It was uncomfortable, it was loud, and they wanted, no. It's almost as if Daddy walked in. Daddy's El Campeon. I think one member of Jefferson get popped at it. And then what they
That is.
as if their friend just got caught by their parents in the basement. Carlito comes flying with that for. This guy's hurt a lot. the stretch is over. Hopefully you won. And all you do is like, you lost. And a smile on her face. There is love birds all over the chocolate table.
They still got the finger up there.
What are they doing? That was incredible.
So who are they going against?
Kaden Carter,
Oh God.
Katana Chance, and Laya Valkyria.
Ugh,
I didn't
pass.
really think about that one, man.
Pat McAfee better than John Madden with a telestrator. Yes, yes, indeed.
Cracks me up.
Are you fucking kidding me? Are we going to another commercial?
Oh, we are. Most certainly are. Yep.
Gosh darn it.
This will take us to 10:30 after this match before another commercial break, and then I'll give you 20 solid.
All right, guys. We'll be back. Well, we're going to play a couple of clips from prior episodes with guests. Enjoy this clip of our interview with Mandy Rose until we come back from break.
So during the pandemic, that's when I started doing it, when TikTok became really popular with the dances. And my mom lived with me for a little while in my townhouse. And, you know, she was like obviously unemployed at the time because of COVID. So I would like throw my mom in a lot of these dances. So my mom just recently like actually said, she was like, oh my God, I can't believe I did these dances with you. She's like, I look terrible. How'd you make me do this? So I actually laughed because I would like force her to do them with me. So I'd say like those dances that I used to do, the ones that were really trendy, were a lot of fun. I did some multiple times, which like, I don't know. And some of them when I just watch, I'm just like, ooh, they're a little cringe, but I think it's funny. And I think people could relate to that as well. Cause like they may look at me and think that I'm more like serious and I'm not really like, you know, like silly like that. So during the pandemic, that's when I started doing it, when TikTok became really popular with the dances. And my mom lived with me for a little while in my townhouse. And, you know, she was like obviously unemployed at the time because of COVID. So I would like throw my mom in a lot of these dances. So my mom just recently like actually said, she was like, oh my God, I can't believe I did these dances with you. She's like, I look terrible. How'd you make me do this? So I actually laughed because I would like force her to do them with me. So I'd say like those dances that I used to do, the ones that were really trendy, were a lot of fun. I did some multiple times, which like, I don't know. And some of them when I just watch, I'm just like, ooh, they're a little cringe, but I think it's funny. And I think people could relate to that as well. Cause like they may look at me and think that I'm more like serious and I'm not really like, you know, like silly like that. So during the pandemic, that's when I started doing it, when TikTok became really popular with the dances. And my mom lived with me for a little while in my townhouse. And, you know, she was like obviously unemployed at the time because of COVID. So I would like throw my mom in a lot of these dances. So my mom just recently like actually said, she was like, oh my God, I can't believe I did these dances with you. She's like, I look terrible. How'd you make me do this? So I actually laughed because I would like force her to do them with me. So I'd say like those dances that I used to do, the ones that were really trendy, were a lot of fun. I did some multiple times, which like, I don't know. And some of them when I just watch, I'm just like, ooh, they're a little cringe, but I think it's funny. And I think people could relate to that as well. Cause like they may look at me and think that I'm more like serious and I'm not really like, you know, like silly like that. So during the pandemic, that's when I started doing it, when TikTok became really popular with the dances. And my mom lived with me for a little while in my townhouse. And, you know, she was like obviously unemployed at the time because of COVID. So I would like throw my mom in a lot of these dances. So my mom just recently like actually said, she was like, oh my God, I can't believe I did these dances with you. She's like, I look terrible. How'd you make me do this? So I actually laughed because I would like force her to do them with me. So I'd say like those dances that I used to do, the ones that were really trendy, were a lot of fun. I did some multiple times, which like, I don't know. And some of them when I just watch, I'm just like, ooh, they're a little cringe, but I think it's funny. And I think people could relate to that as well. Cause like they may look at me and think that I'm more like serious and I'm not really like, you know, like silly like that. So during the pandemic, that's when I started doing it, when TikTok became really popular with the dances. And my mom lived with me for a little while in my townhouse. And, you know, she was like obviously unemployed at the time because of COVID. So I would like throw my mom in a lot of these dances. So my mom just recently like actually said, she was like, oh my God, I can't believe I did these dances with you. She's like, I look terrible. How'd you make me do this? So I actually laughed because I would like force her to do them with me. So I'd say like those dances that I used to do, the ones that were really trendy, were a lot of fun. I did some multiple times, which like, I don't know. And some of them, when I just watch, I'm just like, ooh, they're a little cringe, but I think it's funny. And I think people could relate to that as well. Cause like they may look at me and think that I'm more like serious and I'm not really like, you know, like silly like that.
What's going on, guys? Got a little bit more time before they come back from commercial, from the 900th commercial break of the night. I'm telling you, we better get Rhea. We better get Rhea or Jesus, The Rock, something.
Well, I mean, could always be figuring out where Adam Pearce is at too. I'd be okay with that being,
If that was the reveal.
you know. But I know you really, really, really want to see Rhea. So
Bring mommy back. Did we get Rhea Liv at SummerSlam?
yeah, but what's she gonna do? Beat the hell out of Liv for the next 3 weeks?
I'm just hoping we get like I just want us to get a jacked card for SummerSlam.
Well, that's definitely gonna happen.
I could also be perfectly fine if I don't see Karrion Kross on my TV again. Do you think they finally split New Day up? Because like they've safely run their course. They're in the stale territory now.
I mean, they all three had said they wanted to be the only group or whatever to never break up. So I don't know. Is it possible when Big E comes back that they push to be like trios champions, or are we not getting those?
Legends. The old guard would be the death of this business. Chat. They hold the new blood back from political leverage. As they smile.
Do you see WWE also filed a trademark for New Blood Rising?
Did not.
And Super Brawl.
One way or another.
Okay.
The old guard will make way for the new. Even everybody's favorites. John Cena.
Please, God, no. Oh, fuck, no. No. I do not want a Karrion Kross John Cena match.
You can create the ultimate legacy for the command which should have always done this. Or if you do, just like you did then. The new day is Ted. We just last away. So safe. Fantastic.
You love that promo. Yeah, this was ridiculous, this bump. Okay, not that one.
God.
What? She takes a worse one. This one. Man.
Oh, we didn't get them to the ring yet.
How many promos are they going to shove in before this match?
Well,
we got forced into a Final Testament promo. Yay.
I think you're going to get the entrances and then we're going to get the commercial.
Because we've not had enough already.
I'm just speaking it into existence for you right now.
I think Lyra, another year or so, I think will be a main eventer on whatever brand she ends up being on. She is super talented.
Yeah, see, that's what I was doing. I was surprised that they catapulted her like past Roxanne because she like went in, feuded with her, won the belt, lost the belt, and now she's on Raw.
How long do you think this match gets? We going under 5?
No, because too many bodies.
Tornado style?
No, we just got to get everybody out so we can get this commercial break in. Your go-to for the night, just commercial breaks.
Golly.
No, like you said, it has been a great show.
No, it's been, yeah, this has been an exceptionally good Raw. Tomorrow, or I'm sorry, next week looks really good too. WWE announced Bad Blood will be a pay-per-view in October in Atlanta, Georgia. I'm glad it's coming back. And October, I believe, was the original date for Bad Blood. Which Bad Blood was always a good pay-per-view. Does hold a very sad, somber moment in history. That was the first Bad Blood was also the same day that we lost Brian Pillman. But it was also the same night that we also got the debut of Kane.
True story. My old roommate actually went to that particular Bad Blood.
Really?
Kane debuted, yeah.
Oh God, that was probably phenomenal.
Oh yeah.
That was a good card too, if I remember right.
Just hearing the story of it, I was like, you got to see the debut, like,
and the first ever Hell in a Cell.
yeah, like all of it.
I didn't know if she was gonna like Japanese arm drag them over.
No, it's just a drop kick her in the throat.
Oh, okay. It's picture-in-picture commercial.
Gave us that this time.
That's a hope spot.
I don't think we've had one since the beginning of the show. I think we've had a picture-in-picture. We're just going straight commercial.
Just saying. Better be Rhea. Dakota Kai. We have some Dakota Kai fans in the chat.
I agree with that. I definitely agree with that. Poor girl just can't ever not be injured.
It's that knee.
Every single time. Well, isn't that the same with Tegan Knox over there?
Oh my God, yeah.
She's going out every 2 seconds.
Is she even she's not even wrestling right now, is she?
I'm not. I believe she was on SmackDown.
And Shotzi's out with something.
No clue there.
Oh, her ACL. That's what it was. Shotzi tore her ACL. Which is untimely for her because like she was in the start of like a mini push.
Oh, well, I was thinking Charlotte was out just like on time off. I guess I didn't realize that she was even hurt.
She's probably coming back soon.
Well, I respectfully feel like she just came back and then she left again. So coming back again.
Dan said Shotzi ACL and is on a honeymoon. Probably could be a better honeymoon. Being able to walk on it would probably be important.
There's nothing chill about a hot, sweaty lawn.
This commercial break's going to take up this entire match. We're creaking in on about a half hour left. Maybe we get like another backstage segment, maybe Adam Pearce, entries for the main event.
I don't know if we do hear from Pierce.
I kind of hope we
I
don't.
think they just are going to leave us with a cliffhanger.
Charlotte was knee injury, thinking the Queen returns at SummerSlam. Let's do it. Let's load this. Out of all the SummerSlams, let's load this one. Let's just put all the big returns, all the big matches into this SummerSlam.
Yeah, but is Charlotte coming back and going for the title
Probably.
immediately again?
Probably.
That's the only thing she's like, well, I'm gonna go take some time away or deal with an injury, come back for the belt.
She's got to implement her automatic rematch clause upon return.
I'm not even sure who she had lost.
Ooh, that was good.
And did she lose it on her way out, or did she get hurt after she had dropped the belt?
Was it against Ronda?
I honestly don't even remember when she wrestled last.
Oh! Say again? God! Say again? Yeah. That was a David Ali slap.
I need a replay. Please, do this, and I need a replay. That was disrespectful. Oh man. Seeing that happen in a match one time where someone had landed right on top of the other person. Didn't look like it was too comfortable of a landing.
Can we see that slap again? I think this is their finish.
And Dakota took the pin. Oh, never mind.
Oh, okay. Roundhouse.
Yeah, who gave the back finish? Was that Kyrie to Lyra?
Jesus. A much needed win. Woo! Woo! About Damian Priest, that one. Dan with all the good information. Charlotte injured in a match with Asuka December 9th, 2023.
I figured someone would have. Wow, December.
Been out a hot minute.
Wow.
Right on the knees.
Whoa.
Sonya's back. I hope that's not the big return we're getting. This better not be what we had to sacrifice 8 hours of commercials.
Well, you know, I always thought it would be like Rhonda, Shayna, Sonya, something like that. But this is, I'm okay with this.
Good night. Jeez. God.
And we get Zoe's music. Okay. So Sonya just didn't have anything, or has she been hurt?
She had the ACL.
Okay.
She had the ACL.
Do you feel as though Dom's reluctance to team up with Liv could give you guys an advantage tonight? I don't really care if he's reluctant to tag with her or not. If it wasn't for Dominic, I would be the WWE Women's World Champion right now, and he knows that, and she knows that. I mean, I guess I could have used the chair on her, but what would that prove, huh? That I'm better than her, that I can outsmart her? I mean, I'm pretty sure that was very obvious from the second that he both picked up the microphone.
Great heel promo.
Those two are a hot mess, and they're going to be even more of a hot mess when we're done with them tonight.
Very nice. Are you kidding me? This is a pleasure teaming up with Selena Vega, LWO Familia. Tonight, we need to put an end to this story.
The only time Ray spends time with his son is when they wrestle each other.
I think Dom is part to blame for that too, but
Dom got to see John Cena before he did his own father.
okay. Well, hopefully your last one here.
God, another commercial. Dan, what were the commercial for Sonya coming back? How about they speed through these commercials?
Oh, Andrade is the speed champion now. I didn't see him wear it out at Money in the Bank.
I don't know if that's a title I'd really just be proud that I have.
Oh, wow. New belt. We're shooting already. Sounds like the lifespan of the 24/7 title.
That was the R-Truth title.
And then Nikki Cross threw it in the trash and
Thank God.
and disappeared.
Ray is such a deadbeat dad. Oh, we're almost to the final stretch here.
24/7 moisturization.
Sad part is we probably have at least 2 more commercial breaks. Dan, with more good news, we have at least 2 to 3 more commercials before 10.
To truly embrace the fun, you must learn to let go.
Absolutely crazy. Ray the Human Dart.
want to see a human dart, you should go see me get my head split open. That footage is out there somewhere.
That match should be next, right? We should be getting into the tag match next.
Hear me out.
Okay.
We're gonna get a promo of some sort when we come back, and then we're gonna get their entrances. Probably get started, and I bet you're gonna get one more.
Just gotta get those sponsors paid. Can we hear the call of the Filthy Animals? I remember the Filthy Animals. I loved them. Coming soon to women's IC title, women's US title. Did they just announce that? Are we behind?
Oh, come on. I know we got the women's North American title.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Chris, it is a rumor going around.
Oh.
They got enough women. They should do it.
But when do we have time for all the titles then? We're really going to be neglecting some, I feel like.
If you make one of the... I would put the women's mid on SmackDown. If you're going to have 3 hours of programming, got a big flex by the new group.
Ladies, we just saw replays of what you did to damage control out there.
Gable talking with the Creed.
Yeah, Gable's in the background with his new brothers.
I'll tell you what's going on. It's something that should have happened a long time ago.
And that is Shayna not having a fucking mic.
About who actually runs this division. Look, we're done. Wait, we've been screwed twice. Once at Clash of the Castle, and then at Money in the Bank. Two people can't even waste boots. So yeah, we gave so many boots. You know what I've been trying to do here, right? I've been trying to help Shayna and Zoe see their full potential, be the killers that they were meant to be, and now that they are, damage control was just the start. You understand that, right? Damage control is an example of what happens when you think you run a division, but you don't. So this is a warning shot.
I have heard in real life Sonya is not pleasant to be around.
Yeah.
From meet and greets. I've heard she's very cold.
Keep on running your mouth.
I ever mentioned how much I love this tag team?
I do like the combination of it.
Well, Pat Cole looked,
Too bad they're gonna probably drop them in their next defense, but yeah.
The Creeds and Ivy sporting the suits like Chad. Champions dress like champions. I hope he puts a generation gap in Damian Priest's family at SummerSlam.
Your hatred for some people
is so pure. So pure.
The greatest, the longest reigning intercontinental heavyweight champion of all time. The king of the ring, and soon to be the world champion. I was not some child watching this for entertainment. This ridiculous fantasy. All that matters in life is winning. I saw opportunity in the sports. That's right.
Yes, preach it. Say it for those in the back, Dan. Have not met Sonya yet. It's a very short list of people you've not met. Gunther's body transformation.
Yeah, I was gonna say they're showing some older footage of yeah. Look, he was big there fighting a hero.
What if he just jobs Damian Priest?
Man, I don't think that's gonna happen. But
If I had to fucking book it, would. It'd be the first thing we book. Oh no. Gunther looked more like Vladimir Kozlov.
some of that old stuff.
God, that'll kill a career.
And Dayton's like 3-4 hours away.
It is. Dane's getting a good Raw next week.
Meet with it.
Speaking of Adam Pearce, is there an update on that man?
Nope, he's gone.
Please, Rhea Ripley. Please, Rhea Ripley. I'm just saying, they see House of Heat doing mixed tag team, and now it's main event in Raw.
Man, and she's got the Dirty Dom shirt.
She's backing her man. Last year, I need to meet Hunter, Rock, Austin, Mandy, and Charlotte. I thought you met Austin already.
Those boots, though. Those boots.
We're going to go to a fucking commercial, aren't we?
So I was a little off. I said they would get their entrances in.
I was about to say, are they really going to do Ray like that? They're just going to skip his entrance?
Oh, no, you're going to sit through that, too. Sir.
The disrespect. They're really not going to show Ray's entrance?
We're going to see Ray's.
We got to get our 9 billionth commercial in, though. The last 19 minutes of this better be commercial free.
They let us know that a surprise is possibly coming. So they're just like, you're going to deal with this.
You're going to suck it up.
You're going to deal with it and like it.
Nope, had the chance but stayed in the arena for Mania in New Orleans. Craig, I'll be meeting Dudley's Ric Flair in November alongside other stars at WrestleCade. Impressive lineup. Ric Flair coming out for WrestleCade. And I believe most of the other horsemen as well. That photo op would be absolutely incredible. with all the original Horsemen. Minus Ole. But while they're still on commercial, guys, all right, hopefully that was the last commercial break we have to sit through. Dom's awful close to Liv. Oh, he hasn't beat Ray yet, has he?
So he's gonna win. He's gonna be sober. And he's gonna get his ass kicked by Rhea. Whenever he's ever went to put his mask up to somebody else's mask, and the kid just accidentally busts their face on the guardrail, trying to put their head down. Like, terrible, I know. Well, got sold out in Dayton.
We got 14 minutes left of Raw. Gets that win. He's so excited. He kisses Liv. Cue mommy. I say we get a commercial at 9:50 to 9:52. No. He don't need an entrance. He's a deadbeat dad. Gold star for that. Tags Daddy Dom. Got a punk ass kid.
Oh.
Pat, you're supposed to be biased. Just saying, what if Rhea shows up and teams up with Liv and Dom against the rest of Judgment Day? Oh, that'd be a hell of a twist. Did they announce if Liv is defending the title at SummerSlam? They have not. Kind of hoping her opponent returns tonight. In T-minus 11 minutes.
Oh. Really putting some suggestive stuff out here now. There's your commercial.
There comes the commercial. Mother sucker. Picture. Earlier than predicted.
They gave you picture in picture.
They're too kind. They're too kind.
I have faith. This is the last one. But
I fucking hope so. There's 9 minutes left.
I have been fooled before. Can specifically remember when we still had runoff or run over.
Oh.
My father, when I was a lot younger, obviously, and we had those like 10, sometimes 15-minute runovers. He'd be like, "What do you mean? There's 5 minutes left in the show. We're going to commercial break." He's like, "We're running over. We're running over."
That's how they did it in the Monday Night Wars.
Come back at 10:59. Just run it to 11:10.
We got the Ultimate Warrior showing up tonight, folks. God.
Yeah, speaking of run over though, Netflix can't charge us for a run over, right?
No.
I mean, maybe we'll get 10 or 15 extra minutes some weeks.
Out of curiosity though, if you're AEW and cable's essentially dead right now. If you're AEW, do you try to get on like Amazon Prime?
I thought I heard they were looking into getting a streaming deal. Just not sure with who.
I mean, Tony's got the money. I mean, I'm sure he could probably broker something for Amazon, which I think would be the intelligent move.
Well, clearly the networks are still bypassing wrestling for some other things without much question.
WWE pushing the pizza followed by DiGiorno.
Listen, I'm not going to tonight, but I may just do Pizza Hut tomorrow. They're throwing this at me so hard.
That's how they make their sales.
They're throwing it so hard. I get it.
For 3 hours, you're like, damn, pizza does sound kind of good. Is Ray bleeding? I can't tell because of the picture-in-picture. It's got to be Rhea, right? Like it's got to be Rhea Ripley. Who else would surprise Dominic?
Are we going to actually see her, or is it going to be like a video feed?
Oh,
Just
like coming next week?
like her talking on the screen. Yeah, that kind of sours it for you. You can tell. You need to see Rhea.
I think this has got like maybe 4 more minutes.
But if she comes back right now, I feel like there's still some layers that they can do with this before she comes back to be like, what is really going on? Unless we need Rhea to be back so that the rest of the Judgment Day does start to implode. So I'm telling you, Balor's going to pull the trigger.
Pat hates Dominic almost as much as I don't like Damian Priest.
Was that a dumbass I just heard?
I think it was.
I think it was. That was pretty good. Okay.
Yeah, I see Rhea's on video screen saying she'll see Dom and Liv in Cleveland. Oh, please, God, no.
Did Priest say, though, earlier, you're here?
He did say, where are you?
Okay. So, might have hope there.
I'm hoping. Big kick out by Liv. That's an interesting question. What if Rhea was not the only one returning to Raw tonight? Maybe Raquel Rodriguez, since they are best friends. I wouldn't mind seeing Raquel come back. I love Raquel. I think we're going home after this hot tag. I think we're going home. Ray just said take it home.
Does Dom Dom wins, right?
I think Dom's going to pin Ray. Ooh, good spot. God!
I was expecting a drop kick.
That's
there,
child
but,
abuse.
Yeah.
Damn, Ray. Netflix, she'd have got away with it. Paying homage to his father, the late great Eddie Guerrero. Oh, damn it. Yeah! Counter! Oh, damn it.
That was interesting. Okay.
Does Dom save Liv?
Reroute. No similar.
I think she's about to clock Ray. Come on, Dom! Come on!
Oh man, you guys are running low.
Frog splash! Fast count him! 1, 2, justice! Here we go. Yes! Oh, God, Dom is dead. Oh, mommy is back.
Uh-oh.
Look at the look on Dom. Oh, God.
Oh, she bailed it.
She is going to beat the shit out of Dominic. Oh, they go to... No!
She just pushed him to the side.
Oh, God, that was so well timed. Damn.
Wow. Wow. Wow.
You could have ran it over with all that.
I think we're running out of time.
God. Well, guys, what an episode of Monday Night Raw. Thank you guys for hanging out with us and watching. We really appreciate it, guys. And everybody out there, take care. And we will see you on the next episode of Heated Shenanigans Podcast, guys.